Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to my show, Hunger for Horror. It's been a little bit since I recorded one of these, but I just came back from Sinister Creature Con in Sacramento. So, I'm feeling like I want to talk horror. So, it's a perfect opportunity. It's Sunday. I'm feeling good. How are you guys? Good to see you, Jeffrey, in the chat. Hope you had a good what did it say? Hope you had a good time and got some cool stuff. Yes, yes, yes. I had an excellent time. I'll go into it in a little bit. Hey, Agu, Carlito, what's going on? Las Cruces, good to see you too. Oh, I didn't realize I left this. I left my Premiere on. Let me exit out of this real quick. Sorry. Anyways, okay. Gosh, guys, it has been so cool. Like, just this entire, well, all of yesterday and then today, going through my stuff. It almost felt like too good to be true. Like, I really have nothing to complain about. Maybe one thing, but it's not even a big deal. And I'll get into it in a second. Jeffrey says freaking working right now. Yes, but are you at your comic shop today or your other job? Let me crack this open too. Um, Man, got to meet some great people, both celebs and like people from the community, which was awesome. And yeah, I'm telling you guys, I'm like on cloud nine right now. I just had such a great time, and it was such a tiny con. Like, this is probably the smallest convention. No, that's a lie. There are a lot of smaller cons out here in NorCal. I've noticed, but um, I think the smallest one was actually the Cape and Cow one that I went to last year. That one was tiny. It was at a brewery. Um, but this one is pretty small as well. It's in Scottish Rite Theater out in, like I said, Sacramento. And okay, I'm just gonna tell you guys the one and only complaint is that okay, now I just thought of another smaller complaint. Okay, I'm just gonna let's okay. So the first thing was that it was freaking hot. Like the whole time it was very, very like stuffy inside. And dude, because of that, like it was just a hot box of BO. And I had to excuse myself a couple times. And luckily they're really good about like letting you back in and it's like very easy access. So that was fine. But man, dude, like you go out to get a breath of fresh air, but then it's hot outside too. So luckily they had food trucks out there. So yeah, it was easy to get a drink and everything. But cheers. Gotta have my energy drink. So yeah, I was struggling with that. I'm not gonna lie. And I was kind of surprised that, they didn't have maybe some fans set up or something like that because it's such a small venue. I would say that's maybe something that they need to kind of figure out if they want to do another con like that this season, because we're getting into summer here, and yeah, Sacramento gets pretty hot. I think it was close to 100 degrees. Um, yeah, because I was looking at the weather like right before I left, and man, I didn't dress appropriately either. For some reason, I was like, maybe it'll be cold inside because that's what happens a lot at some of the cons. Like they blast the AC on hot days, but I don't know, I didn't feel it was rough, and yeah, but, hopefully the talent wasn't, too mad about that. Didn't seem like it. Everyone seemed happy still, like, yeah, we all were hot, but, um, nobody was really making a big deal out of it, which was good. The second minor little thing that I would say is that I think maybe, and this is kind of a good thing, that's why I don't necessarily think it's like a terrible thing to say, but I think they're kind of outgrowing that venue. I think they really need to consider, you know, getting a bigger place because they've got the like really great talent coming. Um, yeah, the place does seem like a little older, seems a little like run down, but they make do and it still works, like, it's still a great con, but, yeah, those were just some, like, things that kind of were hard to ignore, but aside from that, man, everything went pretty smoothly, my ticket going in wasn't scanning properly, but I think that's because I bought it through one of those, like, third party, kinda like Groupon, they had a discount on the weekend pass, so I snagged that and I got it for, like, 28 bucks or something like that. It knocked off a few bucks, but I felt bad because I was like, "Oh, my bad. I didn't I didn't think it wouldn't work." Although, come to think of it, I think that's what happened to me last time too. But whatever, they still let me in. They were still pretty cool about it, so that was nice. Tat, what's going on, Tat? What is happening? How are you? Other job today. Okay. Well, hope you have a good one, Jeffrey. Hope it goes smoothly. Yes, we'll chat later. Um, so yeah, like I said, those if those two things are like the worst of it, then I would say, it's an awesome con. Because like I've had so many other complaints at like other places I've gone to, but no, I continuously go to this one ever since I moved here. I think the first one I went to was exactly a year ago, and they do it, twice a year. So they do one this season, and then they do a Halloween one later in the year. And I could tell that they do put a little more effort into the Halloween one, which is, I mean, understandable. So, yeah, that's not really a complaint. It's just something I noticed, but yeah, and by that I mean like decor and it just seemed like people a little slightly more organized. It seemed like there were more vendors and stuff too. Um, but yeah, I guess I'll just go into my day. So I ended up getting over there, I want to say around 12 noonish. And no line, I was able to just go in, which is always nice. That's why I'm always like, should I go early, be the early bird, or should I go a little later? But I don't know. Lately, I've been thinking like going later is better because then if you go early, you always gotta wait. That's what happened the last time I went. I was, like, stuck outside for about an hour before they were able to let us in. And what's funny is also this con is growing because exactly a year ago, I went and there was, like, a lot of parking. There was, like, no line at a lot of the booths that were there, and the talent was pretty good too, but back then, but, yeah, with every event since that I've gone to, this is the 3rd one, um, less parking available, and longer lines for sure, but also they get more and more, like, notable, like, actors going, so yeah, it's interesting. It's really cool to see it grow like that. That's why I'm saying like, oh, maybe they should like think about getting a bigger venue, maybe one that's cooler too, because that AC does not work in there. But yeah. So yeah, I get there, go inside, and boom, there's just immediately like a crowd of people like in their first like kind of lobby area set up. So, yeah, it was pretty intense. I was like, "Oh, man," and you smell the waft I'm telling you about. I was just like, "Oh, man. This is gonna be interesting." I it was stuffy and I was like, "Oh my god, where do I start?" So I did a whole, circle around just to kinda gauge where I wanted to start, and it seemed like CJ Graham had, like, the biggest line, so was like, all right, do noted. So I go around and vendors didn't seem like too many that was super interested in, like, right at the beginning. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll just focus on signatures mostly today. And then, yeah, I see a lot of various actors and actresses that I'm just like, wow. What's cool about that is like, since it's a small venue, you can just see, you literally like pass by them, and it's cool. Like sometimes I feel like I don't even need a signature because I'm so close to them. I pass by them, like could even just say hi to them real quick, and like to me that's like enough. But obviously I was going to get signatures for some of them, but others I was like, I don't think I need a signature, but it's really cool to see them in like up close in real life. But yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let me start at the CJ Graham booth. So I was there for I was probably waiting for about an hour, maybe a little less, maybe 40 minutes. And that was my first stop. And he was great. He was really friendly. Took his time and chatted with everybody. Which I don't know. There are times when I'm just like, "Man, hurried up." And then there are other times where I'm just like, "I get it. I understand." Like if he feels, and he said as much too at one point. He was like, "I know. I'm sorry. I know we're talking a lot over here, but like, if they're going to charge a lot, I understand like they're wanting to at least give the fan like a memorable moment and a memorable conversation. And I appreciate that. So I could see it from both sides. I could see how some people could get like a little annoyed. I think when it carries on a little too long, that's when it's like, okay, you guys, you got a long line over here. But no, he was awesome. Super freaking tall. Can I just look up how tall he is? Because my God. Oh, let me get my signature too to show you guys. Or his signature, I should say. I didn't know what to get signed. Because like as you guys know, with the whole storage situation, I don't have a lot of my horror collectibles on me. I have some here and there that I just happened to grab when I went and figured things out down there, but a lot of my collection is still in my storage unit. So it was tough. I was like, what do I get signed? I've never had a poster for that in particular for the sixth movie. Um, And I was trying to think of other collectibles that I had. I might have a NECA. I'm not sure. Yeah, I do have a NECA, but that's in storage. And then everything I have is like, I was even thinking this for a little bit, but this one I was actually going to get rid of at some point because I have a different mask, a NECA mask. It's a lot more durable than this. So I was going to have that signed by the various actors, Jason actors. This one I just happened to have from a mystery box that I got a long time ago. I think it was Bam box. And this one's signed by Ari Lehman from the first film. So I was like, do I have him sign this too? I wasn't even going to keep this one. I don't know. So I was really undecided. And I really don't like have nothing against it. Like it's cool. Like if you're into that, it's cool. But like I'm not super into the photos, just having a photo signed. Um, for me, it's like I'll take them if they're like I used to get a bunch of them in the band box. And like if I had not met that actor yet, like on my own time, going to a con, then yeah, to me that's awesome. But if I'm at the con already meeting them, I would never pick a photo. I would usually like take something that I own. But that's just me. Everyone's different. Everyone collects differently. But so I was like, what do I take? I didn't know what to take for CJ. So, okay, this one was a bit of a fail for me, I'm not gonna lie. His signature came out great. It wasn't his fault. It was more so my fault for various reasons because I'm a klutz. Basically, because I feel like the older I get, the more like ADHD I am. And also, I just I'm a klutz. I'm just a klutz. But anyways, so I got my movie signed from the box set. Yeah, it looks cool. I love it. I love how the silver contrasts with the dark blue there. I love it. The placement's cool and everything. But let me tell you what my original plan was. This is actually technically a fail on my part. So first of all, I love the poster art for this movie. This is like the best. So let me, I usually prefer having these with the original poster art showing. So this is how I technically like it, like this. So I took this and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool? Let me take the disc out so you can see better. Wouldn't it be cool if I could get him to sign right here? So every time I open it, I could see his beautiful sig. You guys. So when I gave him the sheet, I was like, here you go. And I was like flustered talking to him. And he was talking to me too, but he knows how to multitask, unlike I do. So he was just signing it while we were talking. I was just gone like into the conversation. I don't even remember what we were talking about anymore. And oh, we were actually talking about Chucky coincidentally, randomly. But yeah, when I look down, I see that he had signed like on his side, on that side, which makes perfect sense without direction. Of course, he's going to sign there. So I was like, damn it, in my head silently. I was like, damn it. But I obviously didn't tell him anything. And I was like, that's fine. I'll figure it out. Right. So I was like, how am I going to do this? Damn it. Because now it's like covering, right? I'm like, ugh. So I think what I'm going to do is just, flip it over so you could see the signature on the outside. Well, before I put it in, actually, I was going to also show you how the second fail. So I put it back in the case, and let me tell you, whenever I'm at these cons, I'm like just juggling, literally juggling like all my stuff. I got my backpack, I got my purse, my drink, sometimes two drinks. You need water and you need an energy drink to stay hydrated, or vice versa. You need an energy drink and water to stay hydrated. And, you only have so many hands. So I'm just like dropping stuff all the time. I'm like, okay. So what I had decided to do was just like chug the rest of my energy drink, which was only like it was like this much. So I downed it so I wouldn't have to carry it around anymore. But I couldn't find a trash can up in there. So I was like, all right, where do I put this damn can? Because I need my hands right now. And I ended up putting it in the bag that I was carrying another thing that I was going to get signed. The bag was it's like one of those big recyclable ones. I'll show it to you. Where did I put it actually? Oh, here it is. To demonstrate. It's this one. So I had something bigger in here that I was going to get signed. And so what I did was I like basically just put the can in here temporarily, so until I could find a trash can. And keep in mind, I had chugged it, so I was like, okay, cool, that should be fine. Whatever. I was carrying it around, and I put the movie in there, just like freshly signed. Put it in there too. So off I go. After CJ, I ended up. Where did I go? Man, I got a lot of SIGs. I ended up going to Alex Vincent next, which I'll show. Yeah, I went over there, and as I was pulling out the item that I was going to get signed, I noticed that the freaking energy drink that I chugged the rest of, there was still like a little bit of liquid, I guess, like a little splash of it came out of the can, and of course ended up all over my movie. So I was like, well, hopefully the plastic like covered the paper. No, the freaking liquid actually came in and created some water damage on this, unfortunately. That's like terrible, you guys. Like, I feel so ashamed as a collector. Like, that's literally like the worst case scenario. I should have known. And I literally like, I don't know. I was kicking myself. I couldn't believe it. But look, you could see it right there. And then you could see it on the edges down there. Luckily, you can't really tell. Like, if I hadn't said anything, you guys wouldn't have known, right? But, y'all know I'm honest. And I can't live with myself. I hate it. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a klutz. It's fine. So now I have to freaking display this like this. And know every time I look at it, what a klutz I am. So yeah, 2 major fails with my experience with CJ. But it still looks cool. I gotta say, like that, it looks pretty cool. If I had a do-over, I would take it in a heartbeat, but I don't. But maybe I will one day. Maybe I will. You never know. All right, what do you guys say? All right. Tat says, I'm good. Just putting away my clothes. Yeah, BO and books don't go well together. Dude, like, tip. If you have BO, that's fine. Just wear deodorant. Carry around deodorant. I don't care, guy or girl, don't care. There's no excuse, guys. There's no excuse. The heat is not an excuse. Hey, Glitter, what's going on? Just kind of going over my experience at Sinister Creature Con, which was pretty fun. Hey, what's up, Sahaman? Good to see you. Let's see. We were going to Sinister, but it was too dude, it was like I used to live in the desert, obviously Vegas and El Centro, and I'm telling you, I think I'm getting used to the weather up here because it was sweltering for me. I had to take a couple breaks. I'm not joking, like sat down, like there was no seating, so I just went out to like a little grassy area, just kind of was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Flip the case. Yeah. Yeah, but flip the side of where the disc will go. Oh, yeah. So I was thinking that too, but then this margin up here, you know what I mean? That's the only weird thing about it. I could technically do it though. Like flip it over. I can't believe this, dude. See? So it would be like, I didn't even do it right. What am I doing? Now I'm getting myself confused. This. Is this what you mean? That looks pretty cool too. I don't know. I dig it the way it is. It's just, of course that all would happen. As this makes you feel better, I dropped some small boxes of books at a con on the floor. Oh, dude. I guess, it's just such a shuffle at cons. There's so much you're carrying, so much you're thinking of, and you're not really focusing on like your actions. You're like, I don't know. But it's like, oh God, there's just so much going on at all times. And then handling your money. I'm always like checking my purse too. I'm like, okay, is my cash still there? because I take cash. And now I'm going to bag and board books in my comment. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Glitter says, I bring deodorant every con. Dude, that should be a requirement going in. You know how they have a sign that always says like these items are not allowed? There should be a sign where it's like deodorant is or must have deodorant. That's what the sign should be. Hey, what up? Cantonese kid. What's going on, Jeff? Are you going to Berkeley Comic Show? I hadn't planned on it. Maybe. What day is that? What day is it? Let me know. Yeah, it looks cool. I think this looks cool too. I just have to put it in like that. Yeah, that could work. I don't know. It's not a big deal. I'm just making it one. As I tend to do. What's up, Two Gun? Happy Sunday. All right, next item. So, like I said, I went. Oh, should I get a picture? Hold on. Let me pull up my picture real quick. I didn't upload it, so I'm just going to try to show you on the screen, but I guess I could show you. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. Sinister. Trying to find this photo. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, here's CJ. He was cool, like I said, sweet, awesome person. With the freaking and then I went to see Alex Vincent, who plays the kid in the kid in Child's Play. If I could find the photo, the freaking photo. Oh, that's right. I didn't take one with him. Duh. I took one with pretty much everyone else. I don't know why I didn't take one with him. I kind of spaced it because we were also talking. But I got this sign, guys. How cool is that? This is from Spirit Halloween. I did feature it on my channel when I first got it. I love this thing, dude. This is really good quality too, considering it's from Spirit. And then it has little effects here. Let me see. How cool is that? All right, I'm gonna turn it off so it doesn't keep doing it. I had this thing on the other day and it just kept going off by itself and it like really creeped me out because it was nighttime. I was like getting everything ready. I was like, what the fuck? Like every time it scared me. Anyways, so yeah, he signed it to Joe, friends till the end, Alex Vincent. Love that. I had met him already back in Vegas. He went to Rogue Toys and I went there and like that one was crazy because like nobody was there. And I really had some like one-on-one time with him, which was cool. But I felt kind of bad, you know. But I feel like they just didn't advertise it very well. But yeah, no, he's a cool dude too. Very talkative and yeah. I went to his Instagram too and seems like or I think he produces music, so that's awesome. But anyway, this was really cool. I still haven't watched the show, so if you guys are watching it, let me know how that is. I hear like mixed things about it. And then right next to his booth was Christine Elise, and she who was also in the second movie. I'll show you the signature. This one says, "To Joe, don't fuck with the Chuck." She was cool. She was very laid back, you know. I did take a picture with her, so let me pull that up. Do, do, do. I should have these all set up next time. There you go. Cool. Yeah, she was really nice. Everyone was nice. That's the thing. Everyone was really nice. I mean, they better be for how much they charge. And that was one thing too. Like some of them, I was like, okay, $60 was probably the most I paid for a signature. Lowest was 40. I think 40 is reasonable. But it adds up if you're getting a lot of signatures. Luckily, this time around at Sinister Creature Con, I didn't do a lot of like shopping for collectibles. I wasn't hunting anything, and I usually do. I usually go straight for the comics. And I don't get me wrong, I did do some digging, but I didn't really like see anything that spoke to me a ton. So I really saved a lot in not doing that and focusing on the signatures. And it worked out because there were a lot more actors and actresses that I actually wanted to meet as opposed to previous events where I'm just like, okay, I just want this sig and that sig. And then I have like money left over for the goodies and stuff. But this time I was like, dang, there were some people I wanted to meet that I didn't get to either. Well, you know, I walked by them, but I didn't get to like get a signature or anything. But I didn't have time to. I decided not to go today because I felt like I did enough and I got everything I really wanted out of the first day. So, yeah. But let me put this over here so I don't mess it up since we know I'm a bit of a klutz. All right. We good? I think we good. I just don't want to like knock it over. Knowing me. Oh god. Okay, no. So next, what did I do next? That was when I excused myself after that. I was just like, oh my god. Like the aisles were tiny too. That's what I'm saying. They need to like go to a bigger place. I think they're good enough too. Like it's a good con. They definitely could use a bigger venue. But all right, so after that, I went and took a break and then came back and where did I go? Oh, I went in line for Shawnee Smith. Yeah, I think she was next. And okay, this was cool because it was cool and it sucked at the same time. It sucked because right when I got in the line, she went to lunch. So I was like, should I stay in the line or should I just go walk around? Because at that point, it doesn't really matter unless there are constantly people joining the line. So I stuck around just to see at what pace people were kind of joining. So it did look like the line was growing behind me quite a bit. So I was like, you know what? I'll just stay because I don't want to walk around and then join the line and it's like freaking 3 times longer than it was when I get back, right? So I was like, I might as well just stay here. So I was just chilling there in this little hallway. Luckily, in that hallway was like the only place that you could actually feel the AC. So it wasn't that bad. And unfortunately, I forgot to bring my comic. Usually I bring like a graphic novel just to like read it while I'm waiting in line. And that works out really great because, yeah, I barely get time to read these days. So, but I forgot it in the car. So I was like, great. But luckily, these guys in front of me were super cool. And they were talking. I noticed they were starting to talk about a podcast. And then one of the guys was like, "Oh, you listen to a podcast?" Because he was giving these out. Ear for Fear, Don't Be Afraid to Listen. They have a horror podcast, so you guys should go check them out. They seem like really cool dudes. I'll definitely listen to their stuff soon. Probably tomorrow, actually. I always am open minded to like checking out new podcasts and stuff, especially horror ones. Like those, that's awesome. So that's really. I love the sticker idea too. This is really cool. I might get some stickers too. It's a good way instead of, doing, like, business cards, This is awesome. And he was giving them out, and, like, a lot of people were like, "Yeah, I'll take one," which is awesome to see, you know? It's not like it's not like they were disgusted or anything by, like, "Ugh, no, get away, salesperson." No. They were like, "Oh, yeah, I'll take one." And that's the spirit I like being around, like, that's how you know, like, okay, everyone here loves horror. They're like a geek for horror, so they're not gonna say no, you know? That's really cool, and that's what I love about cons too, just the ambiance, and even those guys, like, they were really awesome, they were cool. We're talking I had a shirt on that had, like, all horror titles on there, and they were like, we were just like, "Oh, yeah, I haven't seen this one, I haven't seen that one. This one's cool, blah, 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 blah." So, yeah, it was cool. It was nice just bumping into them there. Um, let's see here. Oh, where did I leave off? Where did I leave off? Okay. Saturday. Oh my god, I'm way behind. Okay, here we go. No doubt, I smelled a few at Heroes Con and could have used deodorant. That's, like, my main gripe, and it goes over every con that I've been to. Like, y'all, deodorant is cheap, deodorant works, wear it. That's it. That's it. I guarantee you guys, if you haven't worn it and you start wearing it, you'll probably get more people, willing to be around you. Oh god. Cantonese Comic Kid says, "Super cool, you sleep away." Oh, yeah, sleep away. I'll get into that in a second. E-Man, what's going on? Hey, E-Man, are you going into any cons soon? I saw that they just posted the Capes and is it Capes and Cowl or Capes and Cowls or Cape and Cowls? I never know if it's plural or not. Anyways, they have a con in August, and I saw that they just announced that the date for that. So let me know if you're going. I know I seen you at the Short Box live last year. That was cool to meet you there. K-pop, what's going on? How's it going? Do do do. Shawnee Smith. Yeah, Shawnee Smith was, you know, if it hadn't been for that long wait, like, it'd be a little better for me, but that was a hell of a wait, to be honest. I mean, I shouldn't complain. It's a small con, you know? The bigger cons, you're waiting, like, half a day or whatever, so I really should not complain. If you can't afford to go to a con, you can't afford deodorant. Thank you. Seriously, you guys. At least a little traveler one. That way you can, like, you know, carry it with you too. There's no shame in smelling. That's not what I'm saying. We all smell. The thing is, let's do something about it. How about that? Let's do something. Maybe they don't wear it because they don't want people talking to them. I mean, yes, but also no, because a lot of the ones I noticed, oh my god, they were the chattier ones, if you know what I'm saying. Like, they were very into, horror. Yeah. If you love to repel people, not wearing deodorant is number 1. Right? Come on, y'all. Oh, you are? Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I might go, depending on what day it falls on, but yeah, I'll probably go to that one, and then Glitter just told me about the one at the end of the month, Berkeley one. I still have yet to go to the Berkeley comic show. So, SF Fan Expo, is that the one that's is it always on Thanksgiving? Is that the same one? Looking forward to seeing flicks at Portland Con. I don't know if I'm going this time. It was so cool last year, but I don't know if I'm gonna go this year. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't want to say hard no yet, but God, it was amazing last time. I had such a good time. Rose City. Everyone needs to go to Heroes Con next year. I'll be there. First con since 2018. That's the one everyone just got back from, right? Too good. We all smell. We just don't wanna smell exactly. You just don't wanna smell bad. Like, come on, y'all. It's not that hard. It's really okay. Okay. Let's continue. Focus. Focus. All right. So next, so I met those guys, really cool. Check out their pod. Um, and then Shawnee. So Shawnee. I love Saw. Y'all know I really do. I love like 80% of the franchise series. But obviously there are a couple that I don't really like. But Shawnee, I think, is such a cool. I mean, I should say Amanda. Amanda. That's it's so hard for me not to say it like that. I have to say that. I have to say it like he does, you know? Amanda. Amanda. She's just like one of the coolest characters, I think. It's such a contrast. Like her character is so different from like cuz like technically she's a final girl, but then she becomes his protege. So it's so I love her character. I'm not going to comment too much on what happens to her character later, which like I'm not a big fan of Saw X. I'm just going to say that. I'm not a huge fan of it. It was okay. I think it was highly overrated, but um I guess what I'll say is I appreciate that she's still willing to do these movies even though they're not the newest one and the ones that are going to be released after. I think there are two more coming. Um I'm glad they're making them and I'm glad that they have a job. Like Shawnee's an awesome actress. I think it's her character. Her role is it's huge. So I think that it's good for her, good for her that she has these movies lined up. Um and again, I love the Saw franchise. I just don't really care for the where it's going. Hopefully these next couple movies change my mind, but who knows? That being said, I have this little comic, Saw Rebirth. Um, this came in one of the DVDs. It was a Blockbuster exclusive, I want to say, from a long time ago. But anyway, this is an awesome little comic. And I had her signed right back here. Ignore the Devil's Rejects. So she's right there. And yeah, she saw it. She was like, wow. What did she say? She's like, badass. Like, she really liked it. She really liked it. She said nobody had brought that to sign. So I felt good about that. I always like bringing things that, aren't typical and common. But yeah, she just put Amanda. Amanda. So anyway, she was cool. She was brief. There was a long line. I didn't want to, keep it too long. So yeah, I didn't get a selfie with her because it was an extra like $20. So I was like, I'm good. I'm good. Ohanacon. Cool. CC. Oh, to Heroes Con. Zone Fanfic. Hi, welcome. Welcome to the show or the stream. Ándale, Flix. Dude, I want to, don't tempt me. I don't know. It's probably gonna be a last minute decision because next up, I'm probably gonna go to Stockton Con out here. I don't know if I'm gonna go to a bigger con this year. And if I do, it might be a different one that I haven't gone to. It just all depends if the stars align too with like work and stuff. Doesn't seem like the Giants will be going to the playoffs though, or the finals. The playoffs. Sorry, I got all tired all of a sudden. This energy drink's not working. Let me nap real quick. Uh, Rose City in Portland is good. Con September. Yeah, I went last year. Don't you guys? You guys are making me want to go. Are you guys ready for Longlets? Dude, I am so ready. When is that out? I remember the preview. I love that. It looks so good. I'm so ready. I'm gonna be watching Maxine this coming Wednesday, hopefully. If I don't make it this Wednesday, it'll be the following Wednesday, but I'm gonna try to make it to the Wednesday showing in a couple days. And it'll be my first time going to the Alamo Draft House, which I've never been, man. Oh, it's been years that I've been wanting to. So luckily there's one here in SF. So I was like, heck yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, long legs, that should be good. I might be at Cape and Cal, depends on the date. Cool. All right. Well, I'll hit you up right before I go, if I go. I'm ready, right? Oh my god. Kate, I love how he's just like doing all these offbeat kind of horrors lately. I saw Mandy the other day on Shudder. I hadn't seen it. And holy shit, what a crazy one. It's like freaking what's the movie I was thinking? Oh, like it reminded me of like a John Wick on LSD or something. It was crazy. The DVDs. Glitter says, I wish comic shops sold more horror. Thank you. Thank you. There's the section's always like tiny. That's why I like going to horror cons too, because you know the comics there are going to be like all horror. And there's one comic vendor that I love hitting up at the Sinister Con. And I did. I looked through his stuff, but I didn't feel like, yeah, like I said, nothing really spoke to me when I was, digging. And I was like, I could take this stuff, but I'm good right now. I'm good. Sometimes the mood hits, and then other times you're just like, me, I'm good. Nice. You should come on the podcast sometime. Dude, I love your guys' podcast. I'm so glad you guys started that. It's cool because, like, I don't do as much collecting as I used to when it comes to figures. And it's nice, though, to still keep, like, in the know. And so it's really nice to like hear your guys' experiences when you're out on the hunt and everything, and like, what people are looking for right now. Like I'm always into that stuff, even though I don't know if you've been following my channel lately, but like I had a huge thing happen with my storage unit back in Vegas. I'm in this small apartment because I moved now. So like I can't have all the stuff that I used to have in my last place. And I know you go through this too with like the storage unit thing. It's hard because it's like you don't know what to or what to put in your like room, like your collector room. And so you have to like rotate things because it's like it's hard to choose. They're like your babies. So it's like, oh man, what do I display here? And oh man, I still have that in the storage. So let me go dig that out. And it's just it becomes a mess. So, anyways, that's where I've been with collecting figures and stuff. Right now, I'm, like, selling just, like, some things that I don't really need in the collection, but my main stuff, like, my main, like, special items that I would never sell, that I would never give up are, like, locked away in the storage, which makes me sad because it's like, I wish I could put them here, you know? And eventually I will, but I have to focus on selling the fat right now, you know? But yeah, no, let me know. Let me know. I'll totally hop on with you guys. You guys do it on Saturday anyway. I'm free on Saturdays. Mandy was unique to say the least. Yeah. This is why I dig horror cons and kicks. There's so many indie horror books that are amazing. I need to get more into indie stuff in general. I feel like there's just always so much to explore, and that's like also with horror. There's so many like B movies that I just don't I haven't ever touched or like I don't know, had access to even. Sometimes they're hard with physical media, you know, they don't always get the love and attention they deserve. So, yeah, any recs, guys, let me know. I was using a storage unit until it got what? Girl, most of my games and stuff were no, don't tell me that. That makes me sad, dude. Ugh, because I went through this whole thing recently. So it's like I feel that. I really do. And I had a garage back when I was a kid that same thing happened. I didn't have, like, collectibles back then. I had very little collectibles, and a lot of the stuff I had was, like, just open because I would play with everything. But, a lot of our just home stuff, like, special things my mom had in boxes, like our drawings to her when we were kids, like, all of that stuff got stolen. And what's shitty is that, like, that had a lot of sentimental value to her, but, like, they weren't gonna sell those little you know? It's like, why would you take that shit? Like, so people are terrible, man. People are terrible. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's mm-mm. I'm ugh, it makes me mad, man. I'll show you the ropes. I usually have a lot of horror creators on my show. Cool. Yeah, I've been tuning into your stuff too. That's awesome. That's so cool. I love horror artists in general. I know you do some art too. I remember your IG. You have like posts of your stuff too, which is cool. Yeah, but anyway, all right, back to it. I always get sidetracked because I love talking to you guys. But all right, where was I? Shawnee Smith. So yeah, she was cool. That's all I have to say. She was cool. All right. Next. Okay, this is the big shebang. I don't even know if that's a word. Shebang. That's a word, right? Um, so Felissa. Felissa. She blew my mind. Blew my mind. Like how I want to choose the right word. Amiable, like friendly. She was just so pleasant. It was crazy. Like I remember having a great experience with Elvira. She was great, but man, Felissa, she was on another level. Like I felt like she really genuinely cared about us in line. Like, she was like, "I'm so sorry you're waiting in line." Like, I was like, "No, you're a horror icon. We don't mind waiting in line. Trust me." She's like, "That's so sweet. Oh my gosh." And then I was like, I've been waiting a long time to meet you. Like, it's so great that you're here. Thank you." I was thanking her for coming and I was like, "Damn, they really need to set you up with a fan in here." Cause like, dude, it was hot. I'm telling you. She was sweaty a little bit. I'm like, "Dude, it's so cool that she wouldn't, like, complain about that." Like, she's not a diva like that, you know? So, I don't know. I just really thought, like, it was cool how to see how genuine she was. She was, like, hugging her fans, like, you don't see that a lot, like, genuine hugs, like, it's just I know, we're paying them for their signatures or whatever, of course, they're gonna be nice, blah, 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 but no, you can tell the difference between somebody that's just signing for money, signing not caring about the interaction, and as opposed to someone like Felissa who actually takes time and, like, create small talk, even if it's, like, awkward. There was a moment when I was, like, fumbling my own words because 'cause I'm just like, "Wow, like, she's so nice." I was, like, fangirling, and she's like, "You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Oh my god. My one of my friends' name's JoJo too." It's just like little things like that. I don't know. It's just funny, the random conversation that can come up when you're talking to one of your favorites. But I had her sign this. I have my little sleepaway camp DVDs. Um, and I had her sign the little insert. I love these things. But she says, to JoJo, let's go swimming. And yeah, she put Angela right there. So really happy about that. And then I was not expecting this. I don't know if she does it with everybody, probably, because she's just that sweet. But I still felt really special, even if she does do it to everybody. But she signed an extra photo for me on the house. So cool. It says to JoJo, meet me at the waterfront after the social. Of course. Oh, epic. And then we did take a picture together. Let me pull that up. I posted to Instagram. But yeah, she was such a sweetheart. And I had been talking about it with K-pop last show, I think. And K-pop was saying like, "Oh yeah, she's awesome, she's awesome." And I had heard that from other people too. So I was like, "I cannot wait to meet her." And she's like everything I could have wanted and more, like just so pleasant. And it's just nice to see, like cuz she's a horror icon. So it's I don't know. It always like hits me in a place when these actors like are down to earth and like actually are willing to talk to the fans because without us there is no fame and fortune and all that, so it's it's nice to see that she was so giving of her time and she was like genuinely appreciative. Very cool. Very, very cool. Oh god, I'm behind again. I'm terrible at this whole, like, keeping up with you guys thing. Alright. I think I read this. Oh, yeah, yeah. This love the content. Please keep it up. I've for some time now. You have a podcast? That's awesome. Which I love. I've been trying to incorporate more horror series, but that requires more knowledge. With time, don't that's something that I feel like a lot of YouTubers feel this pressure that like if you have to know everything to do a show. And because I felt that way early on too. When I started doing lives, I was like, "Oh god, like you know, I'm I've said it from the beginning, like, I'm always a student. I don't I feel like I have a different approach to the YouTube thing. Like, sure, I have a lot of knowledge with certain things in film and stuff. I studied film, and I'm an editor, but that doesn't mean I know everything. Nobody knows everything. And for me, like, if you approach it like that, where it's like, if you are a student and you accept that, like, that's fine. Like, you don't have to be teaching people things, and that's what I get kind of annoyed with some YouTube people is that, like, they're constantly I know, like, there's certain channels you go to for information, of course, but you don't have to be an aficionado of anything. Like, if you just wanna have a good time with people that, you have similar interests with, it's fine. Like, you'll build a community, and eventually, your YouTube will be documenting your, evolution and your journey, and it doesn't don't feel that pressure. That's all I'm saying. Don't feel that pressure because we're all always like learning things. It's not, you don't need a degree or anything to do this. Like, so yeah, with time, you'll definitely learn more and feel more confident. But everyone starts somewhere, Gotta start somewhere. Can't wait until Halloween, right? Oh, well said, Glitter. Well said. You know exactly what I want to hear. Nice, Zone. I'll follow you. Yeah, I will follow you too, Zone. Thanks for hopping in. Dude, she rocks. She rocks. I love it. Every con I see her, she looks like dude, she is like the life of the party. I'm telling you, like her booth, she was like dancing at one point. She was like she gives hugs all the time. And I love that. I just love it. Horror manga. My bad, manga. That's something I haven't really gotten into, anime and manga. But I definitely do. I know I bought like right before the move, I bought the what's his name? Oh God, what is his name? The Japanese one. I'm gonna look it up. I don't remember. Itu Itu horror manga. Let's see if that Junji Itu. Yeah, I bought some Junji Itu a while ago, but guess what? It's in storage. Of course it is. So never got around to reading it. But and then I've seen them since out here. I'm just like, don't buy it. Don't buy it. You have it. You have it. You have it. But it's like, when am I gonna get it? That's the thing. That's the thing. If you had a handkerchief, you could collect. Hey, you know what? Whatever works. Whatever works. That's all I'm saying. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up again. I love that. What a classic horror film too I watched when I was back when I was but wow. You really jumbled that. Glad I watched that back when Perry Nemiroff gave me that rec. For what? For Sleepaway Camp? Yes. For those who haven't seen Sleepaway Camp, I'd say it's a cult classic. Cult classic. Yeah, that one I never watched growing up. That one I watched, I want to say like 5 years ago or so. Maybe a little less, maybe like 4 years. You don't need fancy stuff. My channel just got monetized as long as you have fun. Exactly. Exactly. Like, it's cool. Like, I think you should have goals, You should have goals to maybe make like improvements where you can, but you don't need to be perfect ever. Like, ever. I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves though, especially in the beginning. You want to like be perfect and stuff. But like I used to be really intimidated by even going live because I was just like, oh my God, like what if I screw up in saying something? You guys know by now I've gotten way more comfortable being live to the point where I even got drunk the other day. But like I'm just like there's nothing to hide, you know? It's like we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all don't we're just not perfect, you know? So, let the live represent that, right? Movie night. But yeah, as for, like, edited videos, I love editing, don't get me wrong, and I just wish I had more time to do it. These days is really hard to find time to edit, and that's why I've done more lives as of late. That's why I made the switch, but, um, yeah, I probably will be doing, like, a review l soon, but I don't know when. See, it's hard. It's really hard to keep up with content, but again, I have to remind myself this isn't a job. I'm doing it because it's fun. I don't monetize. I don't I don't do anything because I just don't really want to make it a job either, you know? I already have 2 jobs. So it's like, yeah, this is me coming on here, trying to have a good time with you guys, you know, that understand who the things I like and will actually give me like feedback and stuff. Yeah, just do it. Absolutely. No regrets. Exactly. Yes, 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 yes. I come here for the love of Fright Night. Yes! Two gun. Two gun's the best. Fright Night. Oh my god, we got another one. Okay, K-pop. Do you know this whole Fright Night business? Can I let you in on this? I don't know if you know, but so where did it? I don't even remember where it started, but there's a Fright Night Resistance. I was talking about how much I like Fright Night, and I was recommending it, and I remember, dude, it's been months now. Carlito, you have to refresh my memory, but so I was recommending it, and then um, Gore, I think it was Gore Vidal was like, that's what it was. So he was saying that he was telling me how he like had watched uh Fast and the Furious movies and stuff like that, and he's like, I haven't watched Fright Night. I was like, you should watch Fright Night. And he was like, no, I don't know, it's not really my type of movie. And I was like, you'll have fun with it, like it's pretty good, it's pretty good. And then Carlito chimed in and he's like, yeah, it's not really my type of movie either. I was like, y'all, why, you guys need to watch this, it's a classic, like really, really, really. Like, and then it became a resistance, and then so now it's like, um, the Fright Night Club versus Fright Night Resistance. So, choose a side. That's all I'm saying. Yes, cool. Yes, Junji Ito, Junji Ito. I didn't really she could see my deleted messages. What? I don't know. Oh my god, I haven't seen Fright Night since it first came out. Girl, get on it. No, just kidding. Cheesy pleasure. It's yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I think I watched that about a long time. I was talking, who was it? Somebody on Instagram. Ah, oh, let me pull it up. He was saying how like he's glad he didn't watch it when he was a kid. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. I did watch a lot of horror when I was a kid, but that's one movie that I feel like if I saw it as a kid, that would have been like very traumatizing for me. Um, Boy Johnny Boy was the one that was saying that. That was funny. editing is something I wanna get into, but I feel like it's gonna hog most of my time. Maybe I'll do one shot bids and just roll with whatever happens. Well, if you need any help, just let me know. It's literally what I do for a living. So, um, yeah, I could totally teach you the basics if you want. Um, it's really not hard. It's just yeah, it does take a long time. It can take a long time, and it can be tedious, but I love editing because it's just another form of storytelling, and I feel like I get such a sense of accomplishment after that too, where I'm, like, proud of my work, you know? I'm not always proud of all these lives, but with the edited videos, those are my babies, you know? And sadly, like, some of them don't even get a lot of views, but I don't care because I do it for me, you know? And then like some easier edits, like a reaction to a trailer, like those are probably the easiest edited stuff, but it's super basic. It's not like intensive editing. And those get a ton of views. So it's really unfair because like my reviews, I tend to go like pretty deep into like analyzing the film and stuff, and those require heavier edits. And those, they're like hit or miss. Some of them do really well, some of them don't. But again, I just do it because I like it, you know? Whoever wants to watch can watch. YouTube is all about having fun. For me, I never plan on monetizing. Super Us! Good to see you. Yeah, no, do what you want, you know? Maybe someday I will monetize, but I'm cool right now. I'm just trying to develop like Uh, more like a friend group. I don't like to call it like fans or whatever. I don't see it that way at all. It's more like I don't have a social life here where I'm living right now. And this is like my outlet to kind of be myself and hang out, like I said, hang out with people that actually care about what I'm into too. You know, that's the core of why I do what I do. When I went live, I would always drink to keep from getting nervous, and but I don't drink anymore, so now I have to get over the nerves all over again. I feel you, Tat. For those who've been following me like for a long time now, you guys know I am actually an introvert. Like I do clam up. Um, like even when I met these guys, um, I kind of I don't know, I get quiet, and I kind of made myself start talking to them a little more, but like I don't know what it is. I've always had just this thing where it's like social anxiety. It's not like super severe or anything. I could switch it on and off now as an adult, but like for years I struggled with that. Public speaking, what have you, would get like nervous and Um, I don't know. I don't really know why or where it stems from, but it just is, and it's something I do deal with to this day. But a big reason I jumped on YouTube was to get over that fear of talking to strangers, even though I'm not seeing them in person. But man, it has helped me so much. Like, even just in meeting people, like the actors and stuff, like, I feel confident enough to, like, chat it up with them, and even, like, these guys, like, I felt like after I, like, got out of my shell a little bit, I was talking to them a little more, and, like, it's just yeah, it sucks if you struggle with that, but, like, yeah, YouTube really helps with that, and it was a way for me to practice my public speaking too because I don't know. I felt if you're not constantly in like a social circle, like if you're not hanging out with a lot of people any given day or whatever, which I am pretty isolated at the moment. And back when I started the channel, same thing. I was working nights back in Vegas at UFC, and I was like, I don't have any friends that have my schedule. So I, you forget how to socialize and how to talk. And like literally, like your vocabulary gets like dumber too. And it's just like, dude, you have to practice. You have to practice speaking, and it's a good way to do it. And that's it. That's all. Where's my amigo Gore? I don't know where he is. Gore. Say, "Wah." I have some editing skill, but I definitely find it to be more manageable and fun to just run the weekly pod. Yeah, I mean, whatever floats your boat. I like the lives too because they're easy, and it's a little more intimate because you talk to people. I don't know. There are pros and cons to both, I think. Yes. Mhm. I just read that. I'm putting any money back into my channel and the artists that are on. Awesome. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's something that I feel like I would suck at like interviewing, I think. I want to like interview just like people in the community, kind of like Russ does, but not really interview. I guess just more like chat it up. I don't know. But he does a good job. Russ does a good job on his channel. He just brought it back, right? Talking comics. Talking comics. I was on that show too with him. That was fun. We were on for like 3 hours, huh, Russ? The extent of my editing skills is cutting out all the times I ramble. Dude, dude, that is so me too. Like that's why I like the lives because I could just it's like a free flowing stream of consciousness for me. I just go and it is what it is, right? Even if I go on tangents, it's fine, But when I'm editing like an actual review, the amount of times that's why I'm like, man, do I have ADHD? I know everyone says that lately, but like I look at my footage and I'm like, man, what the hell? I cannot go like keep a straight line like with my topics. They're all over the place. Luckily I'm a good editor, so I edit the shit out of my shit, but my God, I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. Any advice do you have for mid-range, deep 15 to 20-inch video with concepts of sci-fi or introductory series? Gonna be working on videos soon, and I'm keeping an open mind for inspiration. What do you mean 15 to 20 in video concepts? What do you mean by 15-20 year? Yeah, you mean year. Deep. Let me think on that. Let me think on that. I definitely used to drink and go live. It was so much fun at the time. So I only drink when I do have UFC watch alongs that I do, which I'm gonna do one next weekend. So that'll be fun. That's the only time I drink and go live. Last time it was crazy. I went off the rails last time, but I usually don't. I was just going through a lot that week. I was going through a lot that week and there was a bottle of tequila. So, but yeah, no, usually usually it's a lot more managed. But yeah. It's fun to drink. I do like drinking. Um Lately I don't drink a lot, and I think that's why I got messed up last time too, because like my tolerance is lower now. Because I used to drink more often and then actually lost weight, and that contributed to a lower tolerance as well. So everything just was against me that night. I have wicked anxiety and sometimes get so nervous I freak out. Gummies have helped. Yeah. Well, let me tell you, it doesn't seem that way on your, shows at all. You seem super chill, like, when you're interviewing and stuff, so you're doing great. Yeah, exactly. Doing great. It's okay, Carlito. Look, he left you. He left you. Look at that. Mm-mm-mm. You know, maybe you should switch teams. That's all I'm saying. Jojo, that's why I started streaming 17 years ago, was to face my anxiety and start talking to people. Yeah, like it, especially lately, it's like, I don't know, things are so much different, especially after the pandemic and everything. Like, it's not the same. I'm in my 30s right now. I'm just trying to make friends. Forget dating. Like, forget dating. I'm not even going to talk about dating, but like, I'm just trying to make friends that like horror. It is so hard out here. It is so freaking hard. The couple of times that I have mentioned that I like horror to people or like comics or whatever, they look at me like almost, I'm not kidding you, like I'm like, "That's weird." Like, "Ooh," like it's a red flag. I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry." It's so crazy. It's like, what age are we living in? Ugh, I don't know. So that's why I really enjoy going to cons like the one yesterday because it makes me feel like, okay, I'm not weird. Cool. There are other people that enjoy this stuff just as much. And that's why I like talking to you all. Um, but one of my coworkers started talking to me more about horror, but I don't know. It felt kind of forced. Like he didn't like horror before. And it's cool that he likes it now, but it was just like random. It was very random because I've been working there for what? This is going on year 3? Oh my god. Soon to be 3. 2 years. So there's that, but he lives in the city and I'm in East Bay. So it's like, okay, even if he continues to enjoy horror as he's doing, it's like, I don't know. I'm looking for like somebody that was down to watch, like go to the movies and stuff, you know? And I'm not going to drive into the city every single time like I want to watch something. Okay, now I'm just being picky, I guess, but exactly, Carlita. Exact the mundo. I feel that, Jojo. I didn't talk to anyone before I started YouTube. It helped a ton. Dude, speaking, your channel's blown up, Russ. That's awesome. Congrats on that. Holy smokes. Where are you at now? And Tat's back. Puff, what's going on? You should switch teams. Oh, you're into cosplaying? That's cool. Yep, it was awesome. John is gonna be the next guest. Okay, cool. What time is it on? What do you mean? Flashbacks of that night. Oh my god. I was so embarrassing that night. I love it. It's okay. It doesn't phase me because you guys, I don't know if you knew this, but I was kind of a partier back. I think I've mentioned it. I was a big partier in college. So this is like nothing to me. Actually, college was when I came out of my shell socially back then. And I kind of struggle with it like back and forth sometimes. That's why I said I could turn it off and on. Thanks to college. And then oh. And now I'm just this weird like sometimes I prefer solitude, sometimes I want to go out with people, but I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm antisocial. I don't know, I'm just very into the things I'm into right now. And so when people like kind of want to do other things, like I don't know, shop at the mall for clothes, I just tend to not want to do that stuff. But when I say like, let's go watch a movie at the movies, they don't want to do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I figured a couple things. No worries though. No worries. Yeah. Yeah. I used to get anxiety like every time I put the freaking countdown on. Oh my God. That in the beginning, I'm just like, oh my God. It's like counting down. It would just give me so much anxiety. Like, oh my God. I have 1 second. Okay. Hi. Like, dude. It doesn't happen anymore, thankfully. It only took me 4 years to get over, though. I did take a 2-year hiatus, though, so never. Oh, yeah, you guys are calling me JJ? That's so funny. Focusing on your breathing helps anxiety. Yeah, totally, totally. I feel like stretching too helps me. Ooh, it's a little bit of, like, I don't know, yoga tactics. Friends over dating. Dude, not even gonna touch it. Like, it's rough out in those streets. Yeah, it is, Two Gun. Yeah, it is. Ugh, I missed that Collider Horror show. That was my first intro to people online who like horror, and after a break from it for a few years, it helped me really get back into it. Um, because I really liked Perry. I don't follow her as much, but during the Collider years, oh yeah, she was awesome. She did I know which horror show you're talking about. The one she would do with the other chick. It was the two girls. Oh, Witching Hour, right? I love that show. Those two, they're awesome. Um, yeah, Perry's cool. I always felt like we're such kindred spirits in that regard. She's like my age too, I think. I think it's my age. Nothing weird but makes you. My girl enjoys horror shows. She's like, keep her. Yes, keep her forever and ever. Um, most of my friends are into horror and comics. Thank goodness. Glitter, can you adopt me into your friend group? You're in Oakland, right? Please, I'm home begging. I'm in my 40s. Just want to chill, but yeah, I feel you, girl. I feel that. I've been through so much. I've been through so much. Just kidding. I gave up on dating in 2018, and last time I told a woman, what? Last time I told a woman killed make videos on YouTube, she laughed in my face. The last time I told a woman, ah, why is killed in there? But if she laughed in your face, that sucks, dude. I feel that though, man. I don't know what's so funny about it. Thanks, Jojo. 25K. Woo woo. Woo. Just got lucky with YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts. Yeah, YouTube Shorts are interesting. I used to do more of them. It's almost like its own little mini YouTube app in itself. That's what I've noticed. It reaches different people, which is it's actually great for your channel, as you all know, Russ. But yeah, it's like I always treated it as just like ads for your channel. So you're reaching a different demo by doing that. And then it seems like they're much more black or white when it comes to subbing or not. It's like they like you or they don't. That's what it seems like. And you just get flooded with people that kind of they like your shorts, but sometimes it doesn't transfer to like those views don't transfer to your regular content. And that's what I was noticing when I was uploading my shorts is like interesting. It's so weird. It's like a sub app, little sub mini app. But it's good. It's good for building your channel for sure. So I just haven't done them lately. I only do like the picks right now for my shorts. Um, UFC picks. And that's only because of time. But I definitely want to get back to doing shorts eventually. Lord knows when. But yeah, they're good. They're good for building um Subways. Restaurant. I'm not into shorts. Don't watch him, but I respect your hustle. Yeah. That's what I'm saying is like some people just love the shorts and then it's very black and white. Black and white, black or white, black and white. Carlito. JK, I'm not looking to date her now. Yeah, none of us are looking to date. Me too, Jojo. Actually, she has more friends than I do, Carlito. Oh, you guys are funny. I gave up on dating in 2018. Oh, my bad. Oh, okay. Gotcha. He fixed it. Might be. Extroverted introvert. It's the new age terminology. Yeah, I'm an extroverted introvert. Amnivert. I'm like you, Jojo. Just want to make friends with people so hopefully see them at a con to talk about collecting books and figs and hobbies. For sure. For sure. I still need to meet you, Tat. Still need to meet you. Maybe if I ever go back to Rose City. You go to Rose City, right? I hope she gets back into doing that kind of stuff again at some point. Yeah, that's I love that content, long form content from her. She does do some now, but it's not like I like that they had like a focus, on their episodes or whatever. It was more like a podcast. What the stuff she does now, it's kind of more like updates and things, which I still like. She's still cool. I just don't follow as much. If you ever come up this way, I can give you good places to go to, find some sweet merch and good prices and no sales tax. Damn. God, you guys are really, really making me want to go. No, I have to reconsider. Definitely zero if translated. I've translated over to my normal comic book videos. Isn't that weird? Yeah, that I noticed. What was I noticing with mine? Because I was putting up like short little mini reviews, like 1 minute quick reviews, which is hard to do with my crazy brain too. I'm just like, oh my God. I'd have to do like 3 takes because I just wanted to always talk too much. And then it was hard to condense because I didn't want to edit those. And man, but yeah, I was noticing it's just a weird algorithm for shorts, but it's still cool though. It's still cool because it still gives, you more exposure. So that's really good, no matter how you look at it. I've only posted a few shorts. I plan on putting up more on July 4th. Shorts haven't been good for me. That's interesting. Okay. What kind of shorts are you doing, Jackson? Just like art review type or just showing off like haul stuff? She does that Friday Live with Matt Donato. I'm not a huge fan of his, so I kind of dropped off. That's like her BFF, right? Or are they dating? The blonde guy? Hope meet you in person someday. I know. Okay, so I really want to do because you're in Florida? Did I just make that up? I want to say you're in Florida. Um, I really want to do a con in the East Coast. I'm thinking New York City at some point. And I also really want to do C2E2. That's a big one on my list. But you want to know the truth? I'm always so scared that I'm going to be too cold out there. I'm not lying. Look, I'm Mexican and I grew up in the desert. I cannot handle snow. I cannot handle crazy wind chill. I just can't do it. So I worry about that, but I really want to go. My usual promos of old shows. Oh, okay, got it. That's something I've been thinking about too, like clip outs and stuff. You said it hasn't been working. Okay. I'm gonna try that out at some point too, just to experiment. Because that's what I was doing like before. Not the show stuff, but more like little, like I said, little minute reviews. And it was okay. I've never had like huge success like Russ's shorts, but like it was all right. It was like in the middle. Or was it like the same? I don't know. It was okay. I just noticed they were different people that weren't my normal viewers, but whatever works. Most of my shorts are Funko Soda openings. What up, Franklin? Oh, it's good to see you. Um, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea with like like unboxings. I've also been toying with the idea or flirting with the idea of like doing a lot of people do what is it called? The card breaks or stuff because I have a lot of trading cards and stuff where I could do that. I have some GPK stuff that I could totally make shorts out of. So ideas are percolating. I just don't know when I'm going to execute. But shorts are good. So be open minded to shorts. Cool. Funko, Funko soda. What the hell is that? Funko sodas are they're basically like little figures that come in the can, kind of like that. Um, but like I think they're smaller than this. So it's like that. They look like little tin soda cans, and then yeah, it just comes with a figure inside. They're cute. I don't think I ever bought one of those, but or else I would show you. But um, yeah, they're cute. They're just a little different style than like your typical pop. And then they come with chases too. People dig them. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I don't hate them. Snow and wind chill about 5 months out of the year here in the Midwest. Uh, well, I did visit Chicago one year. I think it was in late September. No, was it? Yeah, I think it was late September. It was beautiful, and I had a great time there. That's why I wanna go to a con there. You are in Florida. Yes. Cool. Heroes Con, MegaCon. MegaCon's the other one. That would be awesome. I love how we always end up talking about which cons we're gonna go to. I mean, it's exciting. I think I might stick to the smaller ones this year, though. Patrick, the Pokemon Master. I low key do have Pokemon cards. I used to collect when I was a kid. First gen baby, but I I can't find them, so I'm scared that they got ruined in the storage catastrophe, so hopefully they pop up somewhere. I have to head out. Monday comes way too soon. Peace, love. Have a great week. You too, Jackson. I should get off this thing too. It's already been an hour and 40 minutes. Holy smokes. But it's been great talking to you guys as usual. I like to start a new channel for video essays on movies. Oh, sweet. Just don't have enough time. Tell me about it. I know. It's tough. It's really tough to keep up with everything, especially you because you have a huge channel too that you have to keep up with. I can only imagine. And then if you're working full time and dude, I don't even have kids and I feel like I have zero time. How do y'all do it? Oh, that's awesome. I remember that. I have a good idea what to do. I'm going to do one for Comic Advantage. Dude, I met him one day and when I was in Vegas. We met up at Torpedo. It was awesome. He's really cool. I'm like one of the very few people that has actually seen his face. I was happy to have lived there, but not sure how I would now. But I need to visit again. Hopefully C2E2. All right. We got to go to C2E2 one day. Oh yeah, Suburb Tat. I've known Tat for years, pretty much since I started. We've been friends, which is 2015. All right, guys. Oh, so great talking to you all. That wraps it up. I showed you guys all my SIGs. Had a great time at Sinister Creature Con. I would recommend it. The only thing, like I said, is that it got really stuffy in there. That's the only thing. They need to really open up those windows more or something. But other than that, great talent, great people, great ambiance. I didn't go to their panels. I went to one last year, and that one was cool. Typical panel, you know. So yeah, great place to go if you like horror. Cheap. It was only like 28 bucks for the weekend. I did get a little bit of a discount, but that wasn't by much. So yeah, it's affordable. Um, really had a good time. I did also bump into uh his name is oh my gosh. Why is it eluding me right now? Martin. Martin, just Martin is his YouTube. Great guy. I've been following him for years as well. Probably like right before the pandemic was when I found or during the pandemic, I think. Yeah, so maybe like 3 years now I've been following him. He used to do a bunch of like horror unboxings and stuff and then right now he's been doing more like taste tests and that's been cool. I love his content. I love his content. So it was really cool seeing him there with his boyfriend too. His boyfriend's really nice. And yeah, they had their own little booth and they were like selling like bath bomb type stuff, like stuff for the bathroom, but it was like all horror themed. So it was really, really cool. But yeah, go check out Just Martin. Um, and that's about it, guys. That's it. That's all I have for you. But I will be back next weekend for a UFC 303 watch along. I was gonna say walk along, watch along. So that'll be fun. I'm not gonna go ham this time. I'm not gonna go ham. I don't think so. I mean, you never know. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not. But yeah, so join me there if you want. We could hang out, chill out, and I will probably do a Grip a Comic show on Sunday as well. So it might be double streams this weekend. We shall see. But oh, just Martin. Hey, it was so awesome meeting you. Oh my god, I get so giddy because it's like I love meeting people in the community, you know? But yeah, go check out Just Martin. Super cool dude. Oh, you guys are cool, man. I'm so happy to learn that you guys are out here too, because it's awesome. We horror people gotta stick together. That's what I've been saying this whole time. I need more horror friends because out here, dude, it's hard. It's hard for your girl out here, but anyways, oh, yes, stay magical, everybody. Yes, bring the popcorn. All right. Later, guys. Love you all. Bye.